Hi, welcome to my office.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Rob.
What brings you in today?
Um, I've just been kind of struggling with like a lot of anxiety, and I just kind of been feeling down. I just really don't know what to do about like the situation I have with my girlfriend right now, and so yeah, it's kind of a weird spot for me. And I'm not sure exactly how to handle it. So yeah.
You're feeling nervous about, the unknowns maybe a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just kind of a weird situation with her because we've been dating for like 6 months, a little over 6 months now, and it's just the holidays are coming up, and it's gonna be spending like a lot of time with her family,
Right.
and it's just it's kind of weird for me just because I don't know, I personally she's like a lot more into the relationship than I am.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah. There's a little bit of confusion on if you guys are on the same page or not.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
You're feeling a little less maybe attached, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. I think she's been more committed, I guess, than I am.
You're
yeah.
nervous about what her family's gonna think, and
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I've been around her family like a bit. I've gone to like some family parties with her for like her little cousin's birthday and things, and it's they all went pretty well, and her family's they're nice enough. They're really very different from mine. She has a big family. I only just have like my parents, my immediate family.
So it's a little, overwhelming kind of
Yeah.
to see like the difference in families, and you wanna maybe, be the best person that you can be. Kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I think I do well enough in front of them. Like I present pretty well, and I'm like, I try to be like the best boyfriend kind of thing. I can try to look like a good person.
You're trying to do the best you can, but at the same time, there's, you two are two different people.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you tell me, or will you tell me a little bit about the dynamics of the relationship, like what kind of her personality is?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have kind of similar personalities. We're both pretty laid back about things, I guess. Probably me more than her. I don't know. She's like, I guess that's part of like the main thing is like I don't really know how I describe her personality.
Right.
She's just kind of there.
Yeah. So, what makes you anxious about the upcoming weeks and the holidays?
I guess it feels just like I've never really been like in a relationship that lasted like a very long time like this, and I've never been someone like through the holidays and had to go to that sort of stuff.
It's a little nerve-wracking because you don't know what to expect. You don't know, people are different with their families in the holidays.
Yeah.
So it'll be a change of pace from what you've normally seen and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it's just sort of, I don't know, sometimes I just sort of feel like they're gonna like see through me, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm not really putting on a front, I'm just being nice, but I just feel like they're gonna see through me.
You want to be genuine.
Yeah.
You want them to see the real you.
Yeah.
At the same time, you have to be polite and you have to be respectful. So
yeah.
That's kind of confusing, maybe.
Yeah, and it's just kind of weird because I don't know, her family's kind of like rambunctious, if that's maybe the right word. So I feel like sometimes I should be the same way back, but at the same time, it's that politeness. It's kind of walking the line there.
Right. What are some things that you notice that really make you nervous? Like, do you feel stressed about being with her family, or do you feel more stressed about being, with her? Because you mentioned in the beginning of the session that you feel nervous that, you're not on the same page.
Yeah. I'm not really nervous about like being around her, just because we're definitely I don't think really on the same page, because I think she has a lot more future goals or ideas in her head.
You're a little more nervous about what she expects, maybe.
Yeah, kind of. It's just I've kind of I feel like the whole relationship's kind of off recently, and now we gotta go into like these holidays and everything, and so it's I don't know, it's a weird timing and stuff. It's just I think I mentioned it's just she's sort of more into the relationship than I am, and
What do you see for the future of the relationship? Do you see being with her for long term? And
I guess that's sort of. I mean, not exact long term. I mean, I haven't really given it a lot of thought.
It's not been too long. It's only been 6 months.
Yeah, right. So I don't think that's too long. It's yeah. I mean, to be honest, I just don't think I really have thought about the future.
Okay,
I'm sort of just a go with the flow kind of guy.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
What kind of have you ever? Well, do you try? What are some ways you've tried to communicate with her about how you feel about about the holidays and everything like that?
About the holidays, I guess. I mean, that's another thing. Is I guess maybe the communication's kind of off.
Is that where you're the most nervous, or you just don't know what she's expecting?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably my main area of being nervous. It's just I gotta go to Thanksgiving with her next week and do all that, and then Christmas. I guess we're gonna hang out as well with her whole family, and so maybe it's just seeing her whole family, and I just don't know what they'll think of me really. You know, some of them I have not met, and some of them I have met, and I know they're not like huge fans of me. I guess.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I guess the problem is just it's sort of compounding where like I feel like they're gonna see through me and see that I'm not taking this as seriously as she is or something. So it's just not. It's very uncomfortable for me.
You're nervous about what her family thinks and more about how you two feel about each other.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of worried about that, but at least in the short term right now, I mean I'm not gonna like break up with her right now, I don't think, because I think I already bought me like Christmas presents, so that'd be bad.
Would you have a conversation with her about how you're feeling? Nervous?
Yeah, I would, I would.
How do you think you'd go about that?
I mean, it would be kind of weird. It'd be sort of out of my element, because I don't think I really do that a lot.
I'm not sure, like, where you want to go from here. Maybe like if it's more about the family part, or you're nervous about the future. I'm not.
Yeah, I guess it is sort of the future, just because it does seem like it's sort of built on shaky ground, if that makes sense.
Okay,
you know
so
what
you
I mean?
don't think that.
Because like I don't really think it's gonna be like. Cause I'm pretty sure she thinks we're like gonna get married or whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so, I just don't really think that's.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about things that you don't agree on, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of just taking it day by day, but she's really long term.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's it's sort of a disconnect there, I guess, and it's. I just feel kind of like bad about the whole thing because I do feel like maybe I've led her on in some way, and she thinks it's going to be more serious than I do, than I think it is. So that makes me, I don't know, I just feel like a bad kind of asshole for that.
Yeah. So you're nervous that you're leading her on. Do you think, or what are some of the ways you two communicate? Like, what makes you think that, the relationship is different for both of you, the way you see it?
Yeah, I guess it's just like she'll say certain things about like kids or like when we're married or something, and I'll just be like I don't really say anything about it. I just go like yes or whatever, I'll just be agreeable about it.
So you never really talk about what you want. It's always her leading the way, kind of.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. It's not I mean, I guess for me it's just sort of I prioritize like her feelings more than mine. Right. I don't really talk about mine that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some ways that would help you to communicate better with her about how you're feeling? Like, I think maybe, not talking about, like, right now you can't really talk about, like, oh, I don't see, not that you don't see, but, you want to take it more, like, see what the next year will be like, not what the next 10 years are going to be like.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something I would like talk to her about. It just feels like then,
right.
I don't know. I'd have to have her backtrack in her head. I don't know. She just got very like romantic ideas about things. And,
okay.
Yeah.
You have a different idea, maybe.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, you're nervous about how, since it's come this far, you're nervous about changing what the dynamic of the relationship will be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's closer to how I'm seeing it right now. It's I don't know. I don't really know how I would go about talking to her about that sort of thing.
Right, that's
she just
challenging.
has an idea. Yeah, and because she just has this idea in her head of like how the future is gonna be, and I don't want to hurt her, I guess, kind of thing. Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't want it to get too far, where suddenly one day you're like, oh, well, we can't, we're not on the same page. So I think, you need to start sharing more about how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely should. It's, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me, I guess. I just have something I could start doing, just like having conversations, I guess.
Right. Are you very quiet?
I'm not very quiet. I don't think, not around her, but...
Do you typically share how you're feeling with other people?
Yeah, no, not really, I guess.
Really, yeah.
No,
so you're not quiet, but, you're not, very feelings-based, is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I just think I'm not very open with feelings, I guess. Mostly just because I guess I'm just very confused a lot of the time about how I do feel, so that's kind of an obstacle.
So maybe we should talk a little bit more about what you want from the relationship, maybe, so that you could better talk to her,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's I don't know. I definitely should do that. Just sort of figure out what it is I want from it. That would be very helpful, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird too. I mean, because like kind of recently, I did try to like tell her how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I really kind of like tried to break it off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How did she react to that?
Like, she was crying and like hyperventilating, and it was like not good, and I felt really bad. And so I just, I kind of said, never mind. Because we were just like, it was at a point where I was working a lot, and she was working a lot, and we just hadn't seen each other very much. And I just sort of felt like we were going kind of distant. I thought it would be like a good time to split it off, but then we ended up just not breaking up, so.
Do you still want to be in this relationship? I didn't know that this had happened.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just kind of, like, I don't mind really that much. But I just don't. The thing is, it's like I'm very indifferent about it, which is not like a good position to take, I guess. I don't know if that really makes sense, but I just, for the time being, it doesn't really matter to me.
Right.
If we're together or not. I just figured I would do that so I would like not keep leading her on.
So she's a lot more invested.
Yeah.
Then, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it will help to have the conversation because you don't want to keep leading her on.
I know. Yeah, but at this point, I think I'm gonna have to wait till like after the holidays. So that's kind of why I'm stressed about the holidays and just trying to make it through all that.
I think we need to talk more about where you're gonna go from here because I don't want you to be suffering for the next month and a half or so.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just be harder, then the anxiety is gonna be built up for the next month and a half.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. It's probably not, like, healthy for me, but, yeah, that's probably correct.
You don't want to make yourself feel like you're trapped, do you feel like this is just going through the motions, like you just want things to stay the same because you don't want to hurt her feelings?
Yeah. That's pretty much exactly how I feel. And it's, I mean, yeah. It's not really, like, suffering so much for me. It's, maybe it is. It's kind of just uncomfortable. But it's, I mean, when we hang out, things are, like, normal enough,
Do you think, would you feel better if it was just a friendship? Or do you want to have the romantic part of the relationship?
I don't really think it would, like, make sense. Maybe it would. Like, I think I could do that, but I'm not sure she would really take well to that.
Just be friends, you're talking.
Yeah, I'm not sure she'd really go for that kind of thing. Just because, I mean, she's just very emotionally invested in this. And so, yeah. I mean, I feel like I already tried that one time, so maybe the second time won't be as bad. So that's sort of where I'm at right now. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of situation do you think what do you think would happen if you tried to talk to her again about how you're feeling?
I mean, she'd get upset and she'd like yell and cry again, I guess, but maybe less than the last time.
Right.
That's just guessing.
What are some things you would want to say to her? What would you want her to hear?
I mean, I would just say, like, I don't want to, like, keep wasting your time, and, like, I don't want to, I mean, I would say that, like, I really did feel something for a lot of the relationship, but it was just different. It's different than what you're feeling right now. Right. And so I try to make her understand that, hopefully. And, I mean, if we could end it, like, amicably and be friends, like, that'd be probably the best outcome, I think, for everyone, but I just don't know how she'd take that, really. Yeah, it's
How would you comfort her? No, like let her know how you're really feeling, but know that this is for the best, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd try to. I'd let her know, like, I do think she's a great person, and like I do, like, I love her in a way, but not in the same way as maybe I did before. Or, like, that's what I'd try to say, I think. And that, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think she'd still be really mad either way, but it's, I don't know. I also just, sometimes, like, that's how I feel a lot of the days. I feel like I would like to end it, I guess, but a lot of the times it's just like, well, whatever. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if I ended up, like, together with her, like, or so.
How do you think your life is being affected by you being in a relationship that's not bringing you as much joy as it used to?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of just like taking up some time that I could use for like school, and yeah. And so that's sort of how I see it right now. It's just kind of like occupying time.
So you don't really want to be in this relationship anymore?
No, I mean,
okay,
not
so
really.
Just
because
to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we talk about some pros and cons?
Okay.
Of, being.
Yeah.
Because I mean.
Yeah, that might help think about it. I guess one of my main problems really just kind of indifference or like apathy towards the whole thing. So that's kind of bad. But I guess the pro is like it's nice to have someone to talk to sometimes, even though I feel like we don't really talk about that much stuff.
Right. What do you think would change if you weren't with her? Do you think you'd feel different about every day?
Well, that's the thing. I feel like if I wasn't with her, I would a lot of the time be thinking like, dang, you could have just stayed. But maybe, that depends though. It depends. I think I would definitely feel better at first. But I always have like a lot of, I second guess my decisions a lot.
Okay.
And like I have a lot of regrets about certain things.
Maybe we could talk about some of the effects of,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the effects of like what would happen if we broke up. I mean, there'd be that. I'd be like thinking about it a lot. I guess I would feel. Sometimes I think I'd feel better because I'd have more time to like do things for myself and.
Right. What are some of the ways you would know that you made the right decision? How would you know that you made the right decision of breaking up?
I think I would know if I did it and then really just like didn't feel any regret about it. I guess.
Right. So
I think I would know afterwards that I made the right choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned earlier that you're gonna second guess yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're not feeling joy, then maybe we need to talk about how you want to better communicate with it. Maybe, but to me, I'm really understanding that you don't want to be with her anymore.
Sure, yeah.
So maybe we need to talk about some strategies for you to deal with what not deal, but react to what she's gonna say.
Yeah, that'd be good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last time I was sort of not prepared for her reaction, and then I just sort of succumbed, and because I just didn't want her to feel bad, and I didn't know what to do really.
We need to talk about how you're gonna follow through with whatever her reaction is.
Yeah.
End it for her so that she's comfortable, but at the same time you're getting what you need from the relationship.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, yeah, it would be tough to end it for her comfortably, but I think it probably won't be as bad as last time.
Right.
I don't know. She has to know somehow that I'm not as.
What would you start by saying? How would you bring it up to her?
I mean, I'd probably give her the old classic, we gotta talk first, and I'd hit her with the we gotta talk, and then I'd say, I don't know, I just sit it down, I guess, I'd do it face to face, obviously, and I'd say, I just don't think it's working, I don't think this is,
right.
I'd probably just tell her, I don't think, I'm right for you, kind of thing,
right.
If that makes, that makes sense.
You need to let her know that it's neither of your fault. It's just not working out anymore.
Well, I think it's mostly my fault, but that's okay. I mean, I just think she needs someone who cares about her more than I do. I do care about her, I do, but it's just not in the same way,
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to, for lack of a better term, you want to let her down easy.
Yeah.
You don't want to make her feel guilty.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
how
exactly.
you feel? Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe how do you think she'll take it? Do you think she like you said, she's not gonna take it easy?
Yeah. I mean, she'd get mad and she'd be sad. I think for both of us, there's just kind of I think what's really brought us together was a fear of being alone forever, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's a good foundation, if that makes
right.
because I think just for both of us, we were kind of worried we wouldn't ever find anyone, and for different reasons.
Right.
And so that's sort of the main thing is, I think if I did do that, I would also start to get that fear again eventually, and she would definitely feel it immediately.
That's maybe where more of the anxiety is coming from.
Yeah, yeah.
You have someone with her, but it's also not the most, fulfilling relationship. Is that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's tough because I don't even know if I'll find something that will be more fulfilling. I guess maybe it's just a lack of experience
right.
dating, really.
Fear of not knowing who you're going to find or what kind of people you'll be with.
Exactly, yeah. And so, I mean, she definitely. It's tough because she's a good girlfriend to me in a lot of ways, but it's in some ways I just feel we don't really connect how I want, maybe intellectually really, or about a lot of stuff, I guess.
So are you more nervous about continuing the relationship? Or are you more nervous about what it's going to be like when you don't have the relationship?
I think I'm more nervous about what it would be like if it ended, because I'm not really nervous about it right now so much, because the things are basically fine,
right.
It's just kind of flat, if that makes sense. It's another thing nervous about that. She's not gonna, I don't know. It's just gonna continue how things are, which is it's fine.
You're more nervous about not having that person to rely on.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah, pretty much.
So the fear is not really, how you're gonna communicate with her that you want the relationship to be over. It's where you're gonna go from there.
Yeah, I mean, I know, last time when I tried to do it, I did kind of freeze. I don't think I really articulated myself very well. So if I was gonna do it, I'd have to plan ahead, I guess, and really think about what I want to say to her.
What do you think some of the things she would say would be?
She'd probably be she's say you never loved me, or this whole relationship was a lie, or.
How would you respond to something like that?
I'd say no. I mean, I really did have real feelings for a long time. It's just, I don't think that. I guess I would say I did have these feelings, but I just don't think it's the same anymore, and I just don't know if it's like productive for either of us to be in this relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
You were nervous about, breaking her heart, hurting her feelings, kind
definitely.
of thing.
That's the main. Like I'm very, I think, sort of conflict avoidant in general.
Right.
So
you don't want to confront her.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's what you need, right?
Yeah.
You know that this relationship isn't very fulfilling and that there needs to be a change.
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully I can do that. I mean, I'm sure I can. It's just, I guess it's just nervousness about going through that again.
Right,
Because it's just very,
Because you're, sorry.
No.
Because you're close to her and you don't want to, hurt her feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, you need to think about yourself and how you're feeling.
Yeah, I guess that's the main thing. And, like, a lot of times I just don't do that. Like, I guess I think about myself very much. Because it's just sort of like whenever she wants to hang out, I'll just say, yeah, let's hang out. And then even if I have, like, homework to do or, like, I just got off of work. And so it's just, like, I don't know.
You're nervous about how she's feeling more than what you think your life will be like after.
Yeah, definitely. So it's just it's a lot of anxiety around the whole situation, I guess.
Right. In general, you're just nervous about where to go.
Yeah.
You're nervous about, getting through how you're going to talk about it with her, and you're nervous about the after of what's going to happen because you're not feeling the same that she feels, and she, I don't know how to say it, but she needs to hear the truth. Maybe.
Yeah, like because I don't think she understands really how I'm feeling.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, I think that'd be helpful for everyone if I did share that with her. It's just kind of tough, I guess, because I think we were both worried about not finding someone like I was, and then when it happened, it was really great at first, and then it's just sort of plateaued. But I think maybe that's sort of just how things go in relationships. Part of me still thinks maybe I could work it out, but another part says it's not really a real connection. So that's something I want to work on. Maybe maybe I could talk to her, we could talk it out, but I don't think so really. I think eventually it'll have to end, but yeah, I mean I'll cross that bridge.
Is it better for you to end it now or to continue on and then still struggle for the next while?
Probably just, I think this is going to sound weird, but just timing wise, I think I'll wait till beginning of next year, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. Okay. But yeah.
Maybe you could come in again and we can talk about where you're going to go after the holidays. As much as it will be, anxiety provoking for you to wait, you also want to worry about her feelings.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to make sure she is a good holiday.
Yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, I think that'd be good if we came back in and talked about it and see maybe come up with a strategy for it.
Right, yeah, we can talk about that. Because now we kind of know what you want. Now we have to talk about how you're going to get there.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right,
well, we'll talk again in a few weeks, and then we'll
awesome.
figure out where we're going to go from there.
Great, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in.